Hello and welcome to Live It Fit Now. I am Dr. Derek Alessi.
Hey, and Chef Binks here with you.
Nice to see you, Chef.
What's up, buddy?
Boom! Make it explode. And we're here to help you lose weight, drop body fat, and get in the best shape of your life. Are you ready?
Oh, I'm totally ready. It's all about productive exercise and eating well. That's the magic, right?
It's not about counting calories or really starving. It's about eating great tasting foods. And we have some great tasting things for you coming up in the kitchen, handling fruit.
No, absolutely. Very, very confusing subject. We're going to tackle that one today. Great exercises and, of course, love checking in on our makeover people.
Makeover, it's all about showing people results and how you can accomplish the same type of thing with a little bit of motivation. We're going to help you with that as well. And also, we are going to help you put better ingredients in your home with the Pantry Makeover.
Oh, one of my favorite segments.
Outstanding. And all of that and more is coming your way with Live It Fit Now.
You're watching Live It Fit Now. Get even more great info by downloading our free app, Live It Fit Now. You'll find it on iTunes and the Google Play Store.
Do you want to lose weight, drop body fat, and improve the quality of your life with lasting success?
Doing it the right way takes less time than you think.
If you do the right things, you don't even have to give up chicken wings.
Do you want to make the most of your life and live it fit? You owe it to yourself. Call me today.
No one has to tell you how important it is to stay fit. But finding the time to get to the gym is tough. The pros at G&G Fitness can outfit your home with high-end equipment so you can work out. Our fitness consultants understand your goals. We will guide and motivate you, and we're here to help you find the equipment you need to succeed in the comfort and convenience of your own home. G&G Fitness, professional grade, personal service.
It can be very overwhelming coming into Premier. If you do need help, just seek one of us out if we don't find you first, and we'll definitely help you find what you're looking for.
Our store is beautifully organized and mapped out, so if somebody's just like, hey, point me in the right direction, we'll gladly point you. If somebody says, hey, can you take me there? It's, yes, I'll take you.
We can talk and walk and have a good conversation in a matter of a couple of minutes and find something that they'll really like.
Premier Wine and Spirits. We bring the world.
Do you want to lose weight and eat the right foods, but are struggling to find time to shop and prepare?
It is not just a diet for me, it's become a lifestyle change.
My eating habits needed to be changed, and Chef showed me the path.
He learned about my style and what I loved, and he prepared foods that were perfect for me, perfect fit for me.
Food is delivered fresh to you weekly and oftentimes for less than what you would pay just for the cost of groceries. For convenience and your goals, let me help you. Welcome back. Well, it's time for some viewer questions. I think we should check in with Annette and see what she has for us. What do you have, buddy?
Okay, guys, this first question is from Deanna. She's wondering about exercises to do with a bad back.
What's a good exercise for someone with lower back problems?
Well, this is all you. You've had back issues and had to find ways to work out around them.
I've been through it before personally, and I've worked with a lot of people with back problems. With back problems, of course, it matters what the back problem is. If it's something severe or chronic, you do want to see a professional. That being said, a lot of people have acute back problems. They have flare-ups. They go into some spasm from time to time. We all get it. With it, though, no longer do we just want to sit in a bed and rest. Most experts are not recommending that anymore. In fact, you want to be proactive. You want to exercise. You want to do the right kind of exercise. Non-impact, we want to work the glutes. We want to work the hamstrings. We want to work the back. And if you do that and increase the strength and flexibility, you won't have a bad back anymore.
Keep moving. I absolutely love it. Annette, what's next?
Our next question is from Kyle, who appears to be a very busy guy and has questions about an alternative to fast food.
Chef Binks, my biggest food challenge is I work 2 jobs. What is the best way I can eat fast food while making healthy choices?
Yeah. You know, it's we all fall into that trap. Super busy, going from thing to thing to thing, no time to eat.
We're all on the run. Now, let's say that you do get caught, because we are telling people always to plan and prepare their food.
And that's number one, absolutely.
But let's say that didn't happen and you're out on the go. If that's the case, I'm a fan of making a better decision if you can. Yes, ordering the salads, ordering the chicken. If you have something even like a burger, just dump the bun. I can't tell you how many times I'm in an airport with this guy, and he'll order 2 burgers or so and dump the bun.
Not a lot of choices. I mean, we're on the road constantly. We know that you're living a busy life, and you just sometimes get caught. And that's what it's all about. It's about working with what you have and taking a look at it. Look for those lean sources of protein. The hamburger, do the best you can. Grab the salad, grab the better options. That's always going to work out better for you.
And at the end of the day, plan and prepare.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so it looks like we have one more here. Annette, what do we have?
And our next question is about fruit, timely for this show.
Hey guys, I've been reading a lot about fruit, and I was wondering how much, if any, I should have in my diet.
Yeah, that's the whole show. I mean, the myths about fruit.
We get that all the time, and of course, all fruit is not created equally because fruit has sugar. It's called fructose. I'm always looking for creative ways to diminish the amount of fructose or sugar in the diet, and I think you have something in the kitchen for us?
Yeah, you know, instead of talking about it, let's just head over to the kitchen. Let me show you, yeah. People are always asking on how to incorporate fruit into their healthy recipes. It's really not that difficult to do. I think what people really think of more than anything is breakfast and snacks. That to me and a lot of folks, I think is fruit. That says fruit.
I think you need a plan. You have to get a little bit creative to keep the sugar content down in general.
Let's start off with the absolute best way. I know you're gonna love this one. Your favorite, yeah.
Avocado,
Yeah.
high in fat. The fat is a good thing though. It won't make you fat. It'll actually decrease the amount of sugar that's going to hit your bloodstream.
Yeah, this is great. Now, it depends where you're from and if you view this as a fruit or not, but this is really a great thing to incorporate into eggs, into any type of breakfast item with scrambled eggs. Just such a great thing because it's got that extra fat in it.
Delicious. In fact, I was kind of hoping you'd make me breakfast. Now.
We'll get to that at some point, I promise. The other thing that folks use for breakfast a lot of times, I know I found myself doing this, is yogurt. Even if it's Greek yogurt with the fruit right in it, 20 grams of sugar. This is a candy bar.
That's a lot of sugar. Greek yogurt is better than regular sugar in terms of not having the lactose or the sugar from the cow, but 20 grams of sugar is like a candy bar.
Now, here's part of the other problem too. I'm not a huge fan of plain Greek yogurt. Yeah, it doesn't have a great taste to me. It's not something that I like to do, but only 6 grams of sugar.
Much less.
Yeah, much less.
Plain Greek yogurt.
A way to take care of that is to, of course, add some berries, and berries are a much lower glycemic impact. Add a couple of blackberries, a strawberry into that.
A couple. You're already saying, though, a couple. You don't want to go overboard with too much fruit at one time or you'll turn it into a sugar bomb.
You're half. You've just cut the sugar in half and added fresh fruit directly into your breakfast. This also can be used as a snack too. This is a very popular snack. But what I think that I do a lot of times for snacks is, and even a lot of folks think of granola as a snack, which I like to avoid.
I like to avoid too. When you're trying to drop body fat and keep your blood sugar level stable, avoid granola. It will change it really, once again, as much as a candy bar.
Here's a great thing though. Great fat, great flavor. Nuts and a little bit of dried fruit is a great way to go.
Well, I couldn't agree more. When you talk about fats, and I'm a huge fan of taking in more dietary fats, cashews, almonds, walnuts, things like that, won't change your blood sugar level and super duper heart healthy. Have more of these, especially as snacks.
Yeah, it's great snack item, tons of flavor. One of the things that they sell in the store are the ready-to-go dried fruit loaded with sugar.
Be careful with any prepackaged things. Some of these can be obnoxiously high in sugar. At that point, you really are eating candy. You got to be careful with these.
Exactly. There's nothing wrong with buying dried fruit, but if you can make it yourself, you're going to save a ton of money. I love to do apples when they're in season, or any fruit that's in season. A little bit of lemon juice right on a tray and in the oven at about 200 degrees, low and slow, dry them out, make your own dried fruit, save a ton of money, and have a bunch of great tasting fruit available inexpensively to keep you on point with your healthy lifestyle goals.
So a little holly hobby at home and you can really reduce the amount of sugar that you take in, which is awesome, especially if you're trying to drop body fat.
Yeah, it's good stuff. I really like it.
You're watching Live It Fit Now. Why not take this opportunity to download the free Live It Fit Now app to your smartphone or tablet? You'll find today's recipes plus a whole lot more. Information at your fingertips to help you live a healthy lifestyle. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
I think what I enjoy most about making recommendations for shoppers is their satisfaction. And when they find something they really like, they'll come back in and tell me.
Nice when the customers come back and they thank you for your recommendation. That's definitely a very good part of the job.
We're always nearby to help make your shopping experience a pleasure. Premier Wine and Spirits. We bring the world.
No one has to tell you how important it is to stay fit. But finding the time to get to the gym is tough. The pros at G&G Fitness can outfit your home with high-end equipment so you can work out. Our fitness consultants understand your goals. We will guide and motivate you, and we're here to help you find the equipment you need to succeed in the comfort and convenience of your own home. G&G Fitness, professional grade, personal service.
Hey folks, Annette Herman here again with another heads up deal. You saw that both Chef and Derek are big fans of Greek yogurt? Well, it seems Americans agree with them, as the average spend for yogurt in the U.S. is $10 to $14 per week. We found a way for you to save some serious money by making your own yogurt at home. How does a savings of 45% sound to you? Well, heads up, it's the Dash Greek yogurt maker at only $34.99 plus free shipping. Just go to the website or the app and follow the heads up link to order yours today.
Do you want to lose weight and eat the right foods, but are struggling to find time to shop and prepare?
It is not just a diet for me, it's become a lifestyle change.
My eating habits needed to be changed, and Chef showed me the path.
He learned about my style and what I loved, and he prepared foods that were perfect for me, perfect fit for me.
Food is delivered fresh to you weekly and oftentimes for less than what you would pay just for the cost of groceries. For convenience and your goals, let me help you.
Welcome back to Live It Fit Now, and now it's the time for the makeover part of the show.
Love it, love it.
Showcasing individuals who, of course, have made a lot of progress. Speaking of making a lot of progress, the Wing King, Drew Surza, who eats chicken wings for a living.
My hero.
Your hero, and many others as well, had tremendous success with his makeover. Let's take a look. Drew, like many, was on-again, off-again exerciser. He exercised frequently for a few weeks and then stopped for a few months. This is common, especially if you're not seeing the results for all the time and effort you're putting into your exercise. So my goal was to make his exercise productive and efficient. It's not about exercising longer, it's not about exercising harder, it's about doing the right things to burn more 24 hours a day. So when I'm doing a makeover of somebody, I want them to burn more, not just when they're exercising, but when they're sleeping. And we can do that if we focus on metabolism, which comes down to the muscle tissue. So when we look at the workouts, we have to take a few things into consideration. Focus on strength training, about 3 days a week. Change your workout every session for results. Your strength training must progress. You must be pushing yourself to show improvements in your lean muscle tissue. Since we began, let's take a look at his results. His weight was 230 pounds. Now 198 pounds, dropped 32 pounds on the scale. Body fat was 36.8, now 24.8, down 12%. Pounds of fat was 80, now 47, dropped 33 pounds of fat and gained muscle. Cholesterol down 40 points and triglycerides down 35 points. Okay, Drew, you've lost 6 of these. This is 5 pounds of fat. You've lost 6 of these so far. How do you feel?
Boy, I didn't realize they were so heavy, how heavy I was, and I feel good. I look at this, and I know where a lot of it was, Derek, I'll tell you. I feel really good, a lot of energy. I don't feel like I really gave up eating. I just ate differently.
Do you feel like you're starving?
No, I'm
Skipping
never hungry.
foods, missing
Nope.
anything that you normally
Nope,
would want to eat?
I'm actually probably eating more. I'm just eating more of the right stuff, and I'm eating some traditional dishes. I'm just using different ingredients to make those dishes. So it's just really thinking about what you're going to eat and planning your meals each day.
Once all the hard work is done, it's time for their makeovers at Capello's, where style, trend, and relaxation all come together. Drew's Fitness Makeover has them looking 10 years younger. We wanted to carry that even further with our Goldwell hybrid foam technology hair color for men called Men's Reshape. It provides natural, transparent, gray blending coverage with no visible regrowth. It's a low maintenance approach that all men want to have. Drew moved on to his Yanka Skincare Facial. Yanka offers specific solutions for men by purifying, restoring, and rejuvenating their skin damaged by shaving. As you can see, the results are immediate. Why not let Capello Salon and Day Spa be part of your makeover?
The Wing King, what do you think now?
Oh my God, an inspiration to us all. You can eat chicken wings and still achieve your healthy lifestyle goals.
All of those medical things, all that weight loss, and look how he cleaned up.
Amazing,
Who would have thought that Drew would look so good? Now, we want to introduce you to Judy. Judy is starting her makeover right now. Let's take a look. Let's say you'd like to lose weight, drop body fat, reduce medications, and get in great shape. And let's say that you're even having success by doing the right kind of exercise and following the right kind of nutrition. And just when you're on the edge of completely turning your life upside down for the better, all of a sudden something medically happens to throw you off course. Well, that's exactly what happened. I want you to meet our new makeover candidate, Judy. So please introduce yourself.
My name is Judy Hartel. I'm 58 years old. For years I have tried to get myself into shape. I've done many diets, and I think this is a great opportunity for me to get myself into the best shape that I possibly can without being on any medications and maintaining my weight.
And initially you did have a little bit of a medical scare. Your doctor told you to be on the lookout for something and you didn't want to increase medications for what condition?
My high blood pressure and my cholesterol. It was getting a little bit higher also. So that was a big concern for me.
And then you started doing the right things, dedicating some time, doing the right kind of training, eating the right way. Tell me about that.
Yes, I did. I lost about 15 pounds, listening to what you had to say and doing the exercises. And then I had a little bit of a setback in my life.
Describe what happened and what threw you off course.
Well, I didn't realize, this was about 10 or 15 years ago, that I had a problem with my eyes. It's called Fuchs or corneal dystrophy, where the corneal tissue was getting thicker and thicker, and it was bothering my vision. I wasn't able to see properly. At nighttime I was afraid to drive. If I didn't have it taken care of, then eventually I would have gone blind. After I had the surgery, everything went amazingly well. This was in July and October, and I did not exercise for that amount of time and threw me off kilter. So now I'm back. I'm back into get amazing shape. I'm ready.
Now here are Judy's starting numbers. Weight 139 pounds, body fat 38%. Looking to lose weight, drop body fat, and improve the quality of her life. Now there are two things I'd like to focus on with Judy. To improve her metabolism so she burns more 24 hours a day without impacting her eyes, and eating in a way that stabilizes her blood sugar. Now Judy is off to a great start making over her body and her nutrition. Next week, we're going to see exactly how well she's doing. Okay, good. Judy's off to a great start.
Oh yeah, she's doing real well,
And next week we are going to follow her and we're going to see how well she does with her entire makeover.
Oh, for sure. Can't wait to see how she makes out. Part of a healthy lifestyle is making the right food choices, and making the right food choices is all about having the right things in your pantry, right?
I think we're about to go shopping.
Yeah, we are absolutely going to go shopping. Let's see what healthy item we can find to put in our pantry this week. Fruit is something you will find in every American kitchen, in the pantry, on the cupboard. We give it to our kids, we put it in our lunches. Sweet, delicious, wonderful. Definitely can be a problem though as far as maintaining our healthy lifestyle goals.
Do you know, in the 24, 25 years that I've been in this industry, I've received more questions on fruit than everything else combined.
That's crazy.
People want to know, is it good for you? Is it bad for
yeah.
you? Which ones are better? Which ones are loaded with vitamins and minerals? The key thing with fruit is this, is that it does go on a range from very low in sugar to very high in sugar. And if you're trying to lose weight and drop body fat, we want to eat the ones that have the lowest amount of sugar.
Absolutely. When I look at what can I get out of my pantry and what can I put in, if we're going to eliminate eating fruit in large quantities, how about trying it in small quantities and taking advantage of the tremendous packed flavor in dehydrated fruit? It's one of my personal favorites, not necessarily as a snack, but as an ingredient to use in your recipes. A small piece of dehydrated fruit does not have any less sugar. It has the exact same amount of sugar as when it started. They're just condensed, but so are the flavors that release beautifully in everything from salads to desserts to just about anything you would want to use them in. You're going to use a lot less of it.
And not only will it have a lot of flavor, but it can have a lot of sugar per serving, so it's not going to be equal. If you think about the size of an apple, if we take a dehydrated apple, it's going to be about like having 5 apples in a row in terms of sugar and glycemic response in your body. Also, too, as an example, something like blueberries, very low in glycemic response, something that's very good if you're trying to drop body fat and lose weight.
But yet packed with flavor. So just a few blueberries in your pancake batter will give it a tremendous flavor. Just an amazing, amazing flavor.
Right, and on the other end of the spectrum, something like dates,
candy bar.
Packed. It's
candy bar per date. Absolutely amazing.
Maybe even more. You might even think about something like dates being more like 2 candy bars in terms of sugar and glycemic response. So look at the fruit, try to get the flavor, but at the same time try to keep the glycemic response low, and you could enjoy the taste and get in great shape.
Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Do you want to lose weight, drop body fat, and improve the quality of your life with lasting success?
Doing it the right way takes less time than you think.
If you do the right things, you don't even have to give up chicken wings.
Do you want to make the most of your life and live it fit? You owe it to yourself. Call me today.
No one has to tell you how important it is to stay fit. But finding the time to get to the gym is tough. The pros at G&G Fitness can outfit your home with high-end equipment so you can work out. Our fitness consultants understand your goals. We will guide and motivate you, and we're here to help you find the equipment you need to succeed in the comfort and convenience of your own home. G&G Fitness, professional grade, personal service.
It can be very overwhelming coming into Premier. If you do need help, just seek one of us out if we don't find you first, and we'll definitely help you find what you're looking for.
Our store is beautifully organized and mapped out, so if somebody's just like, hey, point me in the right direction, we'll gladly point you. If somebody says, hey, can you take me there? It's, yes, I'll take you.
We can talk and walk and have a good conversation in a matter of a couple minutes and find something that they'll really like.
Premier Wine and Spirits. We bring the world. At Live It Fit Now, we want to find ways for you to get fit and stay healthy. Well, what better way to ensure your success than to work out at home? Producer Annette Herman here, and I wanted to give you the heads up on a great deal we found online for the Element Stretch Machine. MSRP is $8.99, but we found it for $4.89, a whopping 45% off. Just go to liveitfitnow.com or use your Live It Fit Now app and follow the heads up link to order. Don't miss out on this amazing deal.
Do you want to lose weight and eat the right foods, but are struggling to find time to shop and prepare?
It is not just a diet for me, it's become a lifestyle change.
My eating habits needed to be changed, and Chef showed me the path.
He learned about my style and what I loved, and he prepared foods that were perfect for me, perfect fit for me.
Food is delivered fresh to you weekly and oftentimes for less than what you would pay just for the cost of groceries. For convenience and your goals, let me help you.
Welcome back to Live It Fit Now. I'm here in G&G Fitness Equipment showing you some exercises you can do in the comfort of your own home. I'm going to show you 3 exercises you could do even with a bad back, whether you're a beginner, intermediate, or more advanced, to work into your workout routine so you could get tremendous results. For beginners, get a foam roller. They're relatively inexpensive and easy to use. Place your body weight on top of the foam roller, and the object is to let the density of the foam loosen up your muscle tissue. This will add to greater flexibility and allow your body to bend a little bit easier, especially beginning a workout. Also, it can be used as part of a cool down at the end of the workout. The kettlebell deadlift. With the object of this exercise, we want to increase the strength of the lower back, the glutes, and the hamstrings. Even with a lower back, it's very important to increase your muscular strength so that you have less problems in the future. With this, we do want to bend from the waist, lower your body down. You'll notice a little bit of a bend in the knees. Now, the object with this is to keep the back as flat as possible as you're doing it. Deep breath in on the way down, exhale on the way up. Start with a weight you could handle, and then from there, do repetitions somewhere between 15 to 20. Lastly, a low impact treadmill. When walking on a treadmill or outside, there is impact coming down every time your foot strikes the deck. It's important that if you are going to walk, that we want to lessen the impact, especially if you have back problems. Certain treadmills are great for this because they absorb so much shock so that the body doesn't feel the impact, whether it's through the knees, the hips, or the back. When walking, start with a short duration time, and then as you get in better shape, increase the duration to 25 to 30 minutes. So pick up this equipment at G&G Fitness Equipment, and you can lose weight, drop body fat, and improve your life at home. So we're showcasing once again what you can do even if you have a back condition. I can't reiterate this enough. There's many different levels that you can approach it with. We looked at the foam roller. It's a little bit easy, kind of break up the muscle tissue a little bit. And then some more advanced ways, of course, to really make sure that you're doing an effective and productive workout without hurting the back.
Yeah, pretty easy stuff to grasp too. Nothing really complicated. A lot of things you can do right in your own home.
Okay, now, Chef, are you ready?
Oh, is it that magical time?
It is your magical time.
Oh, I love it.
For the chef, of course, what we're talking about right now is the cheat day.
Yep.
And what we are talking about is we're firm believers that we want you to eat well most of the time, by most of the time, maybe 6 days per week. That being said, you could have one day where you could eat anything you want.
The most magical day of the week. One of my favorite cheat day items, bar none, is chocolate. And here to help me decide what chocolate to enjoy on my cheat day is my good friend, gourmet food expert Jerry from Premier Gourmet. Tell me, my friend, what should I look for, or what should we look for in ingredients in a good, high-quality chocolate?
Well, when you're looking at the box or package, you should be looking at the ingredients list. Make sure it's everything that you could recognize, no weird chemicals, cocoa, sugar, the basics.
Yeah, I get sucked in by the shiny packaging, but this stuff is so incredibly good. What about different flavor combinations? What goes together really well? I know there's a lot of unusual flavors out there.
Well, salt is one of my favorites, chocolate and salt. Caramel is very popular right now.
Totally.
But there's so many people out there right now working with a lot of different ingredients, pink peppercorn, caramel. It's just the combinations are endless.
Yeah, it's truly a great way to experiment and have a lot of fun with chocolate. The one thing that I do think warrants mentioning is big misconception out there, have a little bit of dark chocolate every day for health. I don't think that that's a good way to go. I like to save it up and have a whole bunch of it one day a week on my cheat day. That way you're not overloading on sugar. I find that that's a good way to stay on point with your healthy lifestyle goals. Delicious stuff. I'm taking this one with me. You don't mind, do you?
Go right ahead.
Oh my goodness. An adult giddy over chocolate. And in fact, I'm going to say drooling.
It's a really good chocolate, first thing. But, I think that the cheat day is super, super important. I really do. I think emotionally, you need it. I really do. If you say you're never, ever going to have this one thing for the rest of your life in order to achieve your healthy goals, that is the only thing that you will think about for the rest of your life.
You'll want it more.
Yeah, you'll want it even more. Where if you know it's only 6 days away, it's something to work for. It helps you to stay on point the majority of the week.
Nothing's off limits. We just want to take it and put it in its place, and that's why we've created a place for it. Now, regarding what to choose on your cheat day, we are fans of cheating well.
Yes, absolutely. Having whatever you want. Maintaining, of course, your meal frequency every 3 hours is super important, but having whatever you want is important. When you should not cheat is during the week. And we talked about fruit a lot. Fruit is one of those confusing things. It really is. A lot of folks think that bananas are a good choice or having an apple a day is a good choice, and I struggle with it personally. I know that you completely think it's wrong.
Fruit is on a continuum. Some fruit is very low in sugar or low in fructose, low glycemic impact. Other ones, of course, are unbelievably high. For example, in your hand, you have a banana.
Yep.
And you have 2 Snickers bars.
Yeah, 2 Snickers bars.
And believe it or not, in terms of sugar equivalents, they're about the same.
That's crazy.
And a lot of people, of course, are having bananas. They're having it in their smoothies. They're having it as a snack. They're giving it to their kids. They're putting it on top of their cereal. It is a load of sugar.
Absolutely, and that's going to increase your blood sugar, causing you to store food as fat. It's a real issue. Fruit is one of those things that I like to, we talked about dehydrating today. We talked about finding other ways to incorporate it into your diet. If you're not sure, I'm going to just say it, just skip it. Just skip it. I mean, it really sometimes is just best to not have it at all until you sort of get a feel for what the right amount is or the right things to use. I think that's really the ultimate safety.
No, there's no doubt about it. Of course, we realize there's more vitamins, minerals, and fiber in a banana than there are in a Snickers bar. But at the same time, it has a huge glycemic impact. Lastly, some fruits are very, very low. If we think in terms of raspberries, blueberries, strawberries, those are low. Tomatoes can be low. Also, too, some of my favorite fruits like olives and avocados are also very low in sugar. So if you're going to have fruit more often, make sure that you're having fruits like that. Did you have fun today?
I had a super good time.
And hopefully today you did as well. And you learned, of course, how to make the most of your life and live it fit.